Look, I'm live now, so I can't talk.
Two minutes until showtime.
You motherfuckers are something else, man. Well, we got another minute, so y'all got to hold on. I don't do shit until this fucking blog talk cue in.
1 minute until showtime. Baby, bring me the fly spray. There's a fly in here. Fucking hate flies. Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Talk Radio.
All right, goddamn it! It's time for us to get busy. Hey, it's going down. I'm telling you, shit, it's going down. My motherfucking school is rolling. Now, shit. I'm gonna do this real quick because there is a sale going on. 2 for 1. You could be part of it, goddamn it. Just get out with me. Nothing's new. I ain't got no new products. I'm just saying I got this sale going. This game could be in you, not around you. You know, if you want to see what the real you look like, you gonna have to come to SWU for some schooling, and then afterwards you can go out catching being you, not trying to play like you Jay-Z or whoever is popular. I usually just vote. I do that because ain't nothing gonna change. I mean, I know I supposed to vote, but what I'm getting up to is that these Peckerwoods, man, the election is not just an election anymore. If you don't vote this time, hella shit gonna change. I'm talking about in that midterm and that presidential election, 22 and 24. Hella shit's gonna change. Now, for a nigga like me, it's neither up or down. Left or right, it doesn't matter because whoever's in office, whatever they do, I'm gonna be doing what I do. That's life. You know, some people think lemons are sour until they get some good cold lemonade. Then they think lemon, you can work with lemons. I don't know why I keep fucking with this keyboard here instead of this one. Let me move this over here. Hold on. Fellas. Okay, yeah. I think that's all right. Yeah, but once you get that good lemonade, then you start figuring out what you can do with lemons. You know, I'm getting better at rolling with the punches, you know, getting the lemons, making some out of it. I'm getting much better with that because I used to, you know, take that shit personal. You get a lemon type situation. I used to take it personal. I used to roll with it, but I would end up, you know, having an attitude. You know, lucky for me, I have my. Thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. I have. That was a long time though. God damn, I forgot I asked for it. All right. What was I saying? Oh, see, the thing about me is I have ways to vent, and believe it or not, this shit is part of it. So you know, if something's really going on, I talk about it as far as that go. And I talk hella shit, got hella hits, able to daily change my fits. No one can match my wit, and all you need is a little bit of this ish. Yeah. That I'm saying I got it like that, and I'm trying to give it to all you motherfuckers that's not afraid of getting screamed on. Cause I don't care, man. If you say some whack shit, I just got off the I just got off the phone with my nigga Tay, and I told some nigga, I forget, maybe it was the last motherfucking video, but some nigga say, Rosebud, fuck you, nigga. That's why we fuck with Hollywood Tay. So I forgot what I told that nigga, but I called Tay today. And actually, he called me and we was just talking, and he in LA. I say, man, you know, these motherfuckers just saying that they want to fuck with Hollywood Tay, you know, because you talk too much shit, nigga, whatever that nigga said. This nigga start cracking up. You know why? Because that's how it's been for 50 years. Man, nigga, you can't do nothing better than me. Nigga, yes, I can. No, you can't, you motherfucker. But y'all don't understand. That's how the game go, man. You supposed to want to do damage to that. I mean, I'm supposed to want to do damage to that nigga, but not in a harmful way. So after we got through cracking up, I told that nigga, Tay, and the motherfucker called back. So what I'm saying is, nigga, spit your shit, because you know I'm spitting mad. Now, today, motherfuckers, I'm talking about motherfuckers who are in the streets right now. I'm talking about today, motherfuckers that's in the streets right fucking now. Still don't feel like they shit. Unless they can say they had some words with Rosebud. I suppose it should be flattering. But the fact, no matter what they state, no matter what state they're in, or where they're from, I was there doing my motherfucking thing. And that nigga, and all the niggas in his city, and all the niggas that he traveled with me, all feel like they know me because of my rep. But the funny thing, man, while I keep smiling, I ain't been in the streets in almost 20 years. Come on, man. Somebody got to be doing it real big, and they got to be comparing themselves with that motherfucker, whoever that is. I know it is. I don't know who it is, but I know it is a motherfucker out there rolling. 701, what's up?
Hey, Rosebud, how you doing, man? It's big, man.
D, what's up? Hold on, D. Hey, baby, look, that dog now. You all right now? All right. Go ahead, D.
No, I just want to tell you that you don't have the number on the screen where it's putting our call.
Oh man, I forgot to put it up, bro. You right, brother. Thank you.
Not much, man. Jim, I love you, man.
All right, for sure.
Much love, for sure.
You know it. I'm glad he told me that because I had completely forgot to put it up. But like I'm saying, people want to compare themselves with me and shit and all that. I mean, I guess it should be flattering, but don't make that mistake, fellas. I'm just saying, if you play baseball and you up in the major leagues, would you compare yourself with a motherfucker that's in the minor leagues? No, you might see a dude that's good in the minor leagues, but what about a motherfucker that's in that league that haven't even made it to the minor leagues, but he's on his way? No. That major league motherfucker wouldn't compare himself with that motherfucker because he already know he better than him. The only motherfucker that a real motherfucker will compare himself with is somebody that's better. It's automatic. You're not going to compare yourself with somebody that's not better than you. If you better than whoever, then you have nobody to compare yourself with. So, what I'm saying, if you follow me, I must still be doing it the best. Because they compare themselves with me. If I ran a 9 flat, ain't nowhere in the world I compare myself with a 10 flat runner. Fuck that. He too slow. Even though 10 flat fast as a motherfucker. Come on, man. I'm just saying I was there doing shit. And that's whatever the fuck I wanted to do. And they had no problems. I ain't had no hole in so long. I don't know what they get out of comparing their motherfucking ass with me. But longevity is a motherfucker. And it occurs in all sorts of ways. Because the true entrepreneur, all you want is your name in their mouth. You don't give a fuck what they saying. They can say that black motherfucker ain't shit. He make me sick. 2, 3 motherfuckers that hear him saying that shit gonna say, man, what is that nigga so fucked up about that nigga? Then they'll start listening to a nigga. Next thing you know, they in Sidewalk University. I mean, it works like that. So you motherfucking young techno bucks, you motherfucking techno pimps who want to build up a rep on the computer. I mean, I guess it's all right. You want to argue about the game you got, and you own the motherfucking computer. I'm just saying, man, the shit, it's just crazy. Now, you ought to think of this shit I'm talking about. See, you don't never think of the real shit. You just think of the shit. I mean, if that's what you want to think of, that's cool. And the reason I have haters is they all know I really pimped. And motherfucker can't stand that I'm still here talking shit. Hey, 513, what's up with you?
Hello?
Yeah, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing very well, brother. How about you?
Dude, the only question I had was, what ethics would you say that these young boys need to have as far as business? That's my question.
Your question is what?
Like doing business.
What?
Like,
who do the young boys today have to ask about doing business?
Yeah. Like ethics and respect and stuff like that.
Well,
you know what I
man,
mean? As far as
that's not a bad question, man. But that's kind of a bad question. Not bad, but I mean, my ethics.
No, I did. But
my ethics and your ethics can be different, but they can be all they can be above board. As long as you doing something ethical, which is above board, nothing underhanded, you can do it. But I mean, some things are just different for people, because let's say a motherfucker say, man, I wouldn't tell a lie, man, to get this done. And another motherfucker say, man, if I got to tell a little white one, I would, man, because you know I'm trying to make that whatever. Now, you wouldn't do it, but you can't be mad at that motherfucker because he would do it. Period. You just gotta accept it, man. That's why you can't. That's why I said that was a bad question, because you can't put your shit on somebody else unless it's your kid and you raising them up and you actually letting them see where your ethics and all this shit come in. Where in his case, he can grow up understanding. I gotta be straight up, you know, blah blah blah. Because Pop showed me, you know. But people don't get shown how to do shit. A lot of people grow up without pops, without brothers, you know, and they be getting used or ran over. Who know how a motherfucker grew up, man? I think.
So it's all about integrity.
Thank you, bro. I was just gonna say that. I think as long as you have integrity and your motherfucking ass is doing what you know is the best or the correct thing to do for you, man, we good. You know what I'm saying?
All right, thank you, man.
All right, appreciate you, brother. Hey, that was a good question too, bro.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
You know it. 414, what's up?
Hey, Rosebud, you know the way that you did this show, but you did it with the split screen with Shantae? Y'all did it like y'all was on the same show?
Yep.
Hey, can you do that same thing, but do it with Gipso, bro?
Do it with Gipso. I asked Gift to do that shit with me before. He told me no. Hey, if you seen me,
Bro.
hey, he a little hairier than me, but if you seen me and Gift, man, you'd say, damn, them niggas, you can see they, bro. We don't look identical no more, but we used to. We like 4 years apart. But Gift told me no, man. I asked him why. You know, he said, cause I don't want to do that shit. You know, with his face all balled up. Then I say, nigga, you be riding that big old Harley with all of that radio shit on it, knowing people looking at you, and you too shy to be on the motherfucking computer. And the nigga said, yeah. That's my
bro,
nigga
tell
though.
them niggas just acting for him, bro. Just do that. Tell them the niggas just acting for him, bro. They really want to hear from him.
Hey, you know what, man? I might do him on a call with me instead of having him,
sure.
you know, being sick. But I'm gonna kick it with him about it, bro. That's a good idea, man.
All right, for sure, just name me Gipso or something, bro, so I can know to stop everything. You know.
All right, man. Be cool. Hey, you know that shit is dope to me. But see, the thing about me that people just do not like is that I do talk a lot of shit, and I make my shit apparent, and I bag my shit up with real shit that I did. I don't need no nigga to help me do nothing. I mean, me and Tate did some shit. You know, we didn't. Or I didn't deal a lot of shit with a lot of people, but I don't need what they do to make my shit flow. So, you know, I depend strictly on me and what I'm talking about. That's why my shit, you know, goes, keep going. Can't nobody, you know, only God can stop me. Everybody else just gonna be fucking with me, and that's that. But what I'm really saying is that you could do the shit I did. Maybe not independent, but I'm talking about each one of you motherfuckers can make a blaze a trail for you. Otherwise, anybody that come in contact with you is going to see a certain you. And this certain you is going to be the you that you be all the motherfucking time. And let me tell you something. When you pass, motherfuckers is gonna come to your funeral, and that's all they're gonna be talking about. Man, that nigga never changed. Man, that nigga, you know, that nigga stood up. Woo, woo, woo. You know that's what's gonna. Well, at least I would want that to happen at my funeral. You know, motherfuckers say, man, Bud just touched the world. Man, Bud this, Bud that. You know, now I ain't gonna get to hear it, but I think as I'm taking my last breath, if I could think of it, I'm gonna say yeah. Because that's what a nigga wanna do. You wanna leave a motherfucking, you wanna leave, excuse me, you wanna leave something. At least people like me. My family name, I mean, that's all important and all that. But what's important is what a nigga can leave the world. You know. And I know, because this is important to me, I know thousands, not hundreds, thousands of dudes that's going to remember me. And it's going to be a sad fucking day when my ass is gone. Because these niggas going to know they can't get it nowhere else. Not like I'm putting it down. Not with a school to show you how to do it. You know, not with everything ready to go. All you got to do is jump aboard. I'm just saying, you know, you get what you ask for, really. And I definitely opened a can of worms when I said I wanted to leave something. All this shit is on my ass. Everything I'm saying to you, I mean, you can witness it, but you ain't got nothing to do with it. This shit is all on me. The childish ass shit that I be putting up with these days speaks for itself. 2 weeks down and 2 more to go, and I'll be through with the first motherfucking month of this semester. And I'm telling you, when this semester is over, you motherfuckers are not gonna have that. Excuse me. When this month is over, you guys ain't gonna have that 2-for-1 sale. And those of you that's been jumping on it, I'm happy for you. Because sometimes I even give up 3. So, you know, it just depends what I'm feeling like. Now, when Halloween is over, so is the goddamn sale. So, you know, get at me. 2-for-1, anything. The other day, October 14th, marked the 11th year that my mother been gone. Now, my father been gone for damn near 40 years. But you want to know what's funny? I can hear both of them motherfuckers screaming on me. I can hear my mom, John Samuel Dixon, is whatever the hell she was going to say after that. I knew I was about to, you know, get my ass whooped. Something I did wrong. It was easy as fuck to do something wrong in my house. Because my mother was the Lord's right-hand angel. And my pops was the most strictest motherfucker in the world. John Samuel Dixon, it didn't matter what came after that. Because I knew whatever it was, I did something wrong. And I may as well just turn around and bag my ass up to her because she finna whoop me. Now I'm telling you, when she used all 3 of my names, I'm telling you, it was over. There wasn't no talking. It wasn't nothing. Because I had definitely done something. No, my dad, you couldn't read him like that. You know, take my word for it. Mr. Clinton Dixon Sr. did not play. He would make you come to him. Come here, boy. He would do his finger like that. Come here, boy. He'd be sitting down in his chair. And you come up to him and you standing right there and possibly looking at some on the TV. And you just standing right there. And you can't say shit. And then he might be looking. This nigga might be looking at the Flintstones or Jackie Gleason. He loved that shit. He'd cracking up. And then when the commercial came on, that nigga would turn around and say, "Oh yeah," and look at your head. And then the nigga would say, "Turn it around." Turn it around mean turn your ass around to where I ain't got to reach to beat that motherfucker. And we would turn around. The Pops would just, Kaya! It would just be talking about how it hurt him more than it hurt me. I mean, it hurt me more than it hurt you, boy. Dad, did you want to trade places? But what I'm saying is, corporal punishment, I think, is necessary. Because look at how it's turning out when you don't use it. I mean, 2 and 2 is 4. People, kids, shit wasn't this like it is now. There was all kind of shit you could do. I know there was only one thing that would happen in my house. My mother or father would beat the hell out of us when we did anything that was against their principles. I don't care what it was. We couldn't even say, I forgot, was it shoot? I think shoot. We get slapped or something like that because it was a variation of shit. And it was a cuss word to my mama. Oh, we had to say shucks. Come on, man. Now, hearing this shit would sound as if I had a rough childhood. Well, I would volunteer for my childhood again and again throughout all eternity. My parents put in me and each of my brothers and sisters integrity. And you have to want something. And once you decide you want it, you better go get it. Because it ain't coming to you. My daddy used to say crazy shit like that. But it all makes so much fucking sense now that I'm grown. I had a great childhood, full of motherfucking family and fun and fear. The 3 F's: family, fun, and fear. my mother and one of my brothers passed 29 days apart. And 1 year later, one of my sisters died. Now, I ain't saying this for you to feel sorry for me. It was time and I accepted it. Mom's was 91. My sister was 60 something, I forget. And she wasn't supposed to live past 15. She was fucked up, some kind of osteoporosis something. But let me tell you, she lived 45 years past or 50 years past what she was supposed to live. So, you know, my dad had a heart attack. So it was cool. It's not cool, but I accepted the shit. I fucking love my family. And I really realized that if it was not for my goddamn parents, I just wouldn't be shit. I'm telling you. And I hope you fucking don't get old as me before you realize the importance of being groomed, especially by your parents. And remember that it ain't free. When you get this grooming, you owe them to turn out to be something. You can't, well, you can treat yourself or you can cheat yourself. And if you make the wrong choice, there's going to be a fee. That's where you get charged because your motherfucking ass never knew which one you were doing. You're just doing shit. Most of it. Just doing shit. Shit that don't mean anything except for wasting some gas. The one thing that the time is right the time is right for you stragglers to get on board, join SWU, understand some real shit. Because my graduates, man, they're pillars of the community. I don't teach no pimp. Well, I do teach what pimps think, but I don't teach pimping. I'm not no motherfucking instructor on how to be a pimp. No, how to be a man. And if you got pimping in you, the pimping coming out, and you're gonna have integrity. But it ain't about being a pimp. It's about being a man. The university is fucking popping with new students. And I'm thinking if I want to say this. Well, I'll accept new motherfuckers. Well, today's Sunday, so it's over. I ain't accepting no more new motherfuckers because Sunday is today. Now you can still get in today, but other than that, January semester is when you can get in. I got several things I got to do, but there's one thing I keep thinking in everything. I bet nobody know what that is. I always think I got to do my best. I do. I don't know. I don't know. It's because I wasn't no tall nigga. Because, I was fast, but I wasn't fast enough, to go to the Olympics and nothing like that. So, I just got to try hard. There's plenty motherfuckers I compared myself to. Shit. Just so happens it's the third thing I got to do that's really something. And the cold part about it, there is a fourth thing too. Every one of them, I, want to do my best. But only that third one really put my skills to the test. So as I prepare for my day's events, I got to keep all my moves, all my thoughts current. Because when I make this move, it's always about being or using or utilizing the ABPs. Always be playing. 480, what's up?
Hey, bud, I just called in to gloat right quick. I've been following you for longer than I can remember, to be 100 with you. I haven't bought anything, but I believe in a lot of the shit that you spit, man. So I've been improving myself, and I hit a pinnacle 2 days ago. I went back to work. I took a 6-month break so that I could just figure out me and be away from people. When I went back, 2 motherfuckers tried to fight me 2 days ago on the same day, and one of them put his hands on me, pushed me into a table. But the thing was, neither one of them had any business trying to fight me, because the reasons that they had for trying to fight me, they couldn't back up to their own goddamn self.
So, well, wait. What happened and what's the gloating? What are you gloating about?
I'm gloating about, I can tell who a fake motherfucker is, who is actually, look, it's a man, but he's not a man that's a real man, but he's still a man. Like, so there's 2 of us. There's the ones that are empathic, and then there's those of us who are I don't give a fuck men. But they're both men. But the I don't give a fuck men don't fucking stand up at all to empathic men who only are chicken shit to charge a motherfucker who's out of pocket.
Okay, now, what is the gloating? You realize this or you experience this? I know, but what is it for?
This is my life. I'm fucking proud of me, homie.
I'm not asking you that. Maybe I'm not asking the question clear enough, but when you say you gloating, and it's because of whatever happened, this dude put his hands on you, blah, 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 you got to say something like, man, that showed me that I was able to blah, blah, blah. and then it made me feel this way, and that's what you're gloating about. But you're not saying any of that. Well, what is it?
Okay, all right, I'll tell you. There's this girl that's a part of our program. We're all journeyman wiremen or apprentice wiremen. We're in a trade. We're doing electricity. So there's this apprentice bitch that everybody had their eyes on, and there was somebody who came out from somewhere else, and he was showboating. He was taking drinks. He was buying the drinks and slamming the drink in front of her, almost like he was trying to force the drink down her throat or whatever. I pulled the dude aside and I said, "Hey, listen, the drink isn't welcome here. You're not winning, and she's worried for her safety right now. So I'm respectfully asking you to chill out." So then he got in my face, and then he, instead of listening to what I was saying, he tried to make it sound like I was saying something else.
Okay, but hold on. Okay, the word for word story, go past that. And going through that experience made you feel what?
I took his bitch from him, man.
Okay, now listen. Listen.
It wasn't his bitch.
Bro, I understand what you're saying. Listen, what I'm saying is you took a long time for you to see what you're saying, because it wasn't really clear to you. You do know that something transpired the other day when that happened, when you stood up. Now, sound like, which you left this out too, but sound like you was like Superman to baby. Not that that's what she said, but you stood up based on some. Well, that's what you got to include, bro. You can't expect me to say that for you. You got, when you telling your.
I'm not really calling in the gloat. I'm saying that I'm gloating because this is what gloating motherfuckers do. But really, all I'm saying is that before I couldn't tell who the fake motherfuckers were. I didn't know. I thought those were real men, but they are real men.
No. They're grown. They're not men. They grown. They're over 21 or over 18 or whatever. But what I'm saying to you, bro, is see, now I'm getting the picture. You wasn't Superman or nothing. You wasn't looking to fight or nothing. But not only were you able to see some shit that you weren't able to see before, you had the nuts to move on it. And in the course, the reward, baby gave you action if that's the case. Now, you would have told it like that, I would have really understood what the fuck he was saying. But it's cool the way you said it, because it brought all this conversation out. And I need you, guys to hear. If you don't say something completely, you leave it up to who you talking to fill in the blanks. And then who knows what they gonna put in there. It ain't gonna be what you say. I don't leave nothing blank. I try not to. All right, brother.
I understand. I'm not there though. So
hey, it's cool. You there. You just ain't waiting for it. When you get there, you got to wait for the car to actually come under your ass. You get there mentally way before the car gets there. So you got to wait, brother. All right, be cool, man. Right. Appreciate you. 806, right. What's up?
How you doing, Rosewood?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Good. I got 2 questions.
Okay.
The first thing I want to ask is what you be drinking every episode?
Jose Cuervo Gold.
Okay. After tequila, I got that. All right, cool. The second thing I was going to ask was, what do you think about taking a risk to get what you want?
We all should be 100 on that. So there's no gain no gain if you don't take no risk.
Okay.
Hey, if you're doing something, if you're doing something, and there's nothing that's challenging about it for you, you need to be 70. And you have to be realizing that you didn't lost some of your strength and you can't do this, that, and the other, some shit like that. But if you like young enough to have ideas and goals and shit, your goals are supposed to have risk in it because that's what make you the person that's supposed to be doing what you're trying to do. If you don't go through the things that challenge you, you're not going to grow into the position to handle whatever business you're trying to start.
Like building a muscle.
Hey, exactly. If you don't take that muscle through the rigors of, getting where you wanted to get, it ain't going to get there. And it's the same thing, man. So whatever you want to do, it don't have to be risky to the extent, risk your life or freedom or nothing like that. But you got to have that, take a chance. You got to, if you're really doing something, you got to accept it. You can lose. And if you lose, you might lose, a little more than money. Who knows? You got to accept that. That's a risk. Because what if you lose confidence and money? You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of shit that you got to consider. And in considering it, you make yourself strong. You make yourself believe in yourself because you're not going to let anything change where you're coming from. And the reason you won't is because you're not scared to take risks. That's when you let people talk you out of shit. Oh yeah, man, don't do that, man. Did you know this? Yeah, I knew all that, man. That's how I am. Yeah, I knew all that. I'm ready to take it on the chin. But half the time, I ain't really ready, or I'm not in position to take it on the chin. But I'm ready to take it on the chin if that's what I gotta do. But then the nigga never hardly take it on the chin, though. That's the cold part about risk. When you stand up to it, 9 out of 10 times, you have the tools to handle it. You just was scared of the risk. Think about it, man. I know you didn't risk some shit, and you were successful. But it was just scary because who wants to risk shit? That's why these kind of conversations are so fucking important. Who wants to risk shit? The person that wants something. That's who want to risk shit. That's part of my philosophy. Think it, do it. Don't think it and think about it. Because while you thinking about it, some motherfucker then did it. And what I'm saying is, if you don't believe in what you think, you cannot possibly think it and do it. So what I'm saying is, you got to build the self-belief, and then you got to transfer that self-belief into your actions. And when you see those actions, then you on your way. Hey, let me get this other guy, 806. Hold on. 513, what's up?
Hey, what's up, bud? I'm calling in. My last question, man. As a grown-ass black man as yourself, like, what advice would you have for life?
Well, my advice.
I'm not even gonna put color on it.
Okay, my advice. My advice is to live life, because if you don't, life is gonna live you. That's the way it works. And if you a grown ass whatever man, racially speaking, make sure you got something in your mind that you could use to propel you forward. Because let's say you electrician. I mean, fuck, you could be an electrician forever, but then you just will be an electrician. What I'm saying is, if I was an electrician, I'm gonna try to think of something to do other than the electrical work that I'm doing, but it's gonna involve electrical skills, and I'm gonna sell it. That's what I would do, because that's how you propel yourself forward. You think of stuff that's gonna take you from needing somebody. You think of stuff that's gonna make you self-sufficient. You don't have to wake up at no certain time. That's why you wake up every morning.
Okay.
Huh?
Think of something that's gonna make yourself self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient. Otherwise,
sufficient.
you don't need a job. You don't need nobody telling you what time to wake up. You don't need nobody to tell you what you need to do. That's why you wake up early every morning, and that's why you do whatever you do every day, and that's why your shit working, because you taking risks. Now the risk was taken X amount of years ago, and it paid off. This is what's up. Me, believe me, bro. I stopped pimping. I was not on drugs.
Dang.
Listen, I was not on drugs. I did not have some kind of crime or criminal something hanging over my head. I thought that I wanted to, I'm ready to do something else, blah, 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 blah. Now, what I'm saying is I'm Rolls Roycing. I got a gang of motherfucking money, and I'm saying some shit like that. Don't you think that's taking a risk?
Hell yeah.
Listen, what I'm saying, listen, bro. What I'm saying is I took that risk. And I took that risk with something on my mind, which was writing. But as I involved myself more and more with writing, it made me be around a whole bunch of different people. And I ended up being around a lot of educators. And they all like the way I talk. They all like the way I have the street savvy, but sound like I got education, blah, blah, blah. What did I take from that? I need to start Sidewalk University, because I ended up getting education, and these degrees back here is for teaching and learning with technology, and sociology with education concentration. That's what those degrees are. But my point is the fact that I took that risk opened my mind.
Well, say that again. Say that again. You say that again?
The fact that I took that risk opened my mind to what I potentially could do. So now, stopping pimping, that's one risk. The next risk I took was making myself focus and believe that I could do what I was thinking of doing that ain't nobody did. And I'm telling you, the more I've seen risks to take, the faster I took them. Because every time I took one, it improved my overall where I was trying to go. And let me tell you something, fellas. I'm serious about this. I don't fucking wake up until I get ready. I don't go to bed until I'm ready. I ain't doing shit unless I want to. And I'm making money. So I'm saying that's what you want to do. That's what we all should want to do. And this really ain't no bragging. This is about making yourself self-sufficient. You ain't got to do what I'm doing, but I don't give a fuck who you are, where you from. There is something your ass can do that you can make some money on. You just ain't searched it out. Bro, I have built pool tables. I have built furniture that people came in my house and bought. I did all kind of shit. Why? Because ain't that a bitch I think I could do it. And if I can't do it, I'm going to learn how to do it. Because I want to make money on me. But all that shit, building that pool. Wait, listen. What I'm saying, building that pool table, I built like 6 pool tables. But building the pool tables, building period, just wore me out. This took too much from me. So that wasn't my cup of tea. I thought it was going to be my cup of tea, but it wasn't. I was still a pimp inside. I don't want to do shit. I want everything to come to me. So I had to think of shit. And I ended up thinking of Sidewalk University. And it's the best thing I ever thought of, because I don't have to even take risks no more. This risk developed over the risk, the several risks I took prior to getting to Sidewalk University. For a nigga to be Rolls Roycing, getting money, ain't got no problems, and a motherfucker decide to quit, man, them niggas all thought something was wrong with me. They did. They thought, nigga, what's wrong with you? I'm telling them this, man, I'm gone, nigga, you know, woo-woo. Bud, you tripping. But I wasn't tripping. Well, I was tripping. I was tripping about growing. I was tripping about doing something else. I was tripping about, I ain't trying to be riding up and down the goddamn streets for the rest of my life. Now, what I'm saying is, that's me. And what I'm thinking, I'm not telling somebody what to think, but I know if this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm pursuing. And you got to take the risk. Listen to this. What about if everything I thought to do didn't work? Look at the ridicule that I risk being subject to. I mean, I get shit from motherfuckers and I'm rolling like gangbusters. Think about if I would have failed, you know, just went into obscurity or whatever. Not only could I not have this platform, but when I did come out and say something, they just talk about me. Nobody wanted to talk to no old motherfucker talking some old ass shit. No, I'm talking current shit. Why? Because I'm using it currently. And I'm not balling, but ask that IRS what I pay taxes on every year. I'm saying shit.
Now you got knowledge, dude.
I'm just saying, man, you got to understand this kind of shit. And you got to put it all. I understand business in a very street way. I don't understand business in a business way. Streets is business. And no matter what the fuck you see, those motherfuckers that do all the business is using street tactics. They just got the money to make it look like it's legal. But if you on my corner and I'm selling dope, I'm finna run you out of business. Ain't that what they do? Shit.
But who still sells dope though?
Man.
Who still is on the corner selling dope?
Boy, now you really said something that's stupid now. You are really... No, you're not asking that question. You're being facetious, right?
My bad. I'm just saying, man, in my city, it's like, you know, people was there.
Bro. In your city, you just a big old square. And that's not your, you know, cup of tea. Or else you know where they standing on the corner selling dope. Because they show doing it. Right now, as we speak. Period. So the thing is, you know, you can't be blind because of what you think. Well, who stands on the corner selling dope? And you ain't seen all these goddamn movies coming out. What was that shit? The motherfucker Ghosts, whatever that was. They all people do it. BMF, that they do it too. And what I'm saying, they represent people. They represent people on BMF in that city. But every single city and every single hood have that in it. In the city, it got it the way you seeing it. In the hood, they got it the way BMF doing it. But what I'm saying is it's everywhere. It ain't about who's selling the dope. It's about who think they want to buy it. And let me tell you,
as black people, we need to stop buying dope.
No, man, it's not black. It's not black people. Listen, see, this is the good thing about talking to a 68-year-old motherfucker. I went to my 50th year graduation, whatever you call it, reunion, and all these fucking white boys that when we was kids in school. I mean, them motherfuckers is the straight A students. They to this, they to that. Me, I'm getting high as a motherfucking hell. I ain't getting a fuck about shit. Wait, listen. I'm taking all the drugs. This is what everybody in the school is really doing. Just some of these motherfuckers is like these studious white boys and Mexicans, and so we get to the reunion. Every single one of them motherfuckers was in recovery, had been in recovery 3-4 times. I'm at the table eating dinner with these fools. And all they can talk about is the last time they fell off the wagon. These is the straight A motherfuckers. And every one of them, every nigga, every motherfucker that was like me when we was kids, taking all the dope, doing all the shit. We was the motherfuckers that the white boys were supposed to be. Now, what's my point?
That white community, there's a suburb still be doing the same.
No, listen. My point is that people like us, we experience shit at a fucking young age. And it could do all the things that people say it could do when you do shit at a young age. But when you don't do shit at a young age, and you start doing it when you already grown, you gonna be fucked up. Why? Because when you young, you can stop and bounce back. You ain't fucked up at all. When you older, your ass got too many dependencies associated with what the fuck you doing. And you cannot quit. That's why you fall off the wagon. Do you know the... Check this out. Hey, 707, I see you. I'm coming to you in a minute. Check this out. I used to blow cocaine every day. Me and my nigga Shantae, and then, you know, we out.
Oh, really?
Listen, we out, we doing that shit, and then, you know, all night, blah, 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 and then, you know, we finna go home, fuck with one of them bitches, so we bringing a blow home. So what I'm saying, every night, drink up a bottle of fifth or something of Hennessy or Cavassier or whatever. What I'm saying is when I told myself, man, you gotta leave this shit alone. Because what happened was, you know, me and the broad couldn't have no kid for a gang of years. Then suddenly she was pregnant. And one night after the baby was born, I came home, I flew that cane, and I didn't want to touch the baby. I was tripping. I said, no, this shit, I gotta cut this shit out. Let me tell you something, man. I stopped.
Yeah, all right.
I stopped. I did not go to no rehab. I did not do shit but stop. And the reason I stopped.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
what are you saying, man?
Because you're an elder. I ain't trying to call you older. No.
Me being an elder ain't got nothing to do with me stopping.
I'm still here.
What?
Say what?
Me being an elder don't have anything to do with me stopping like that. Because I wasn't an elder when I stopped. I'm just saying, man. What is...
You got to get.
My...
Get to some other callers, man.
All right, 707. I'm sorry, man, for keeping you so long. What's up?
What's up, bud? It's Tony.
Hey, Tony, what's happening?
I just wanted to come in and brag, and also say thank you for some of the advice you gave me and how it's helped me in my soccer right now. So putting myself on Front Street, I was getting benched.
Okay, wait. Hold on. So now you guys, you got to hear this. He said he wanted to thank me for helping him, giving him advice in soccer. That helped him in soccer. Don't tell me my shit is not for all men, no matter what the fuck you doing. Go ahead, brother. Tell it.
So basically, I'm getting benched, and I don't want to get too much detail, but the other dudes, the coach's favorite, they're from the same country, same city, everything. But it's like, I'm doing good. I know I can do it. So it's I gotta go in and talk to the coach, and I'm basically telling him I'm better. I could do the job. If you want to go where we want to go, I can take us this and that, this. And he basically is saying that I'm like a crab in a bucket. I'm trying to pull the other dude down. I'm cocky. I'm cocky. What else he said? Just a bunch of shit. Just he didn't like it. But I mean, everything I said was true. And so we kind of didn't have any words after that. But then we lost one more game, and he just midway through the game we're losing, he just throws me. He don't say a word to me. He just says, "Get ready." I go and I do pretty good. The next game, I start. It's my first start ever, and it's our first home win. I got interviewed after. I got the Gatorade thrown on me because I had like 8 saves. I got like 5 seconds on Telemundo. Like, that was my first game. And I put myself on Front Street. But listen, I played one more game, then I played another game, and I had a bad game. And then he benched me again. But if I didn't put myself on Front Street, I wouldn't have touched the field second this season.
Let me ask you something. Did you hear
Like you said, I got to stay down.
Listen, let me ask you, did you hear the guy that was asking about taking risks?
Yeah. That's when I decided to call in. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. That was a risk for you to put yourself on Front Street, right?
Yeah, big risk. I told him, I'll take us where we need to go, Coach. I'll do it. He's not doing that, I will.
But wait,
Yeah,
listen. What I'm saying, you took the risk. And are you saying that risk you took, even though it didn't happen right away, got you to start?
It actually got me, yeah, it did, yeah. Maybe like
Okay, so my point,
yeah.
my point to everybody that's listening, no matter what it is, if you risk it, and you are because you hear he's saying he know he can do it. So he's not, being arrogant, talking about, yeah, I can do it because he's just talking shit. He's being confident because he's saying I can do it. It's a big fucking difference. And when you get your chance, you gonna motherfucking show off. Now let me tell you what's going on with getting benched again. What do you think is going on?
Hey, it is what it is because I did have a bad game. Like I said, I played.
No, man, no.
And
That's not why you getting benched. You know why you got benched? It's so you can show that motherfucker you can come off the bench. What I'm saying is you've been in the game. So you hadn't even been in the game before. And you went and told that motherfucker you could come off the bench. And he gave you action and you showed off. So you need to work on whatever the fuck you think you was doing that was fucked up in that game. And you need to communicate with the coach the things that you're working on. And just tell him that when you think I'm ready, put me back in. And just be on me, coach. Just tell him. That motherfucker see you serious. Right now, whoever you fucking with just got preference. You gotta show, evidently, that you serious. So let that motherfucker know, man, you ain't scared to get benched. It's not gonna break you. Cause you was getting, you might have had a fucked up, let me ask you this. What major star in any sport never had a bad game?
You asking me, bud?
Yeah.
Zero. Every star has to make mistakes to get where they are.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this. What major star over their career didn't have 10 or 20 fucked up games?
Yeah. All of them had more than that.
So what I'm saying, bro, what you talking about your fucked up game? That's part of it. It ain't that. That's why get that shit out your head because you're going to have another one. Just, I ain't no soccer player. I'd be giving you direct pointers. You're going to have to fill in the little blanks as far as what you need to do to show this motherfucker benching you was what you needed to see that you need to work harder. Or you need to just let him know you're working harder. I don't know what you guys do today. I was a really lazy athlete. Man, I'm getting pussy before practice and, I'm taking pills and shit. I'm doing all kind of crazy shit. But if you don't sound like you do that shit.
Can I jump in real quick?
What's up?
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
I had actually talked to him beforehand. That was the second or third conversation. So that's why he called me cocky and arrogant and he called me a crab in a bucket because that was the second or third time that I had come in saying, "Hey, coach, I'm ready. Like I can do what you need us to do." We were on a losing streak, so as far as like talking to him, I've already been talking to him, and that third time was the charm, and that's when he put me in.
Yeah,
And also,
but check it. Listen, wait.
season, like I'll be out.
Hold-
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
Real quick. He be seeing me working by myself with like 20 balls by myself. And like he seen me maybe 6-7 times literally by myself. And like, he just keeps it. He said, okay. Like, so he knows I'm not being arrogant and just saying, oh, I want it because I want it. He knows that I'm actually like trying to back up what I'm saying, you know?
Hey, is the good or the top athlete on the team the guy that can play the best?
Nope. Well, yeah, but
Who's the top athlete on the team?
the one that works the hardest.
Well, no. Yes and no. The top athlete, especially to a coach, is the one that worked up there with the hardest workers, but more importantly, he could bring that team together. He know how to motivate that fucking team. So what I'm saying is, have you ever brought any of that shit to him? Your coach? Have you ever let him see? Hold on. What's up, man? I didn't? Okay, hold on. I'm doing a video right now. Let me finish. I did send it, I thought, but I might have put the wrong code in. You should have called me earlier before now. But I'm doing this video, man, and give me like 20 minutes or something. All right. Okay. Oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you were explaining something to me.
Goddamn, this dude took my. This dude took. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you were asking me about like if I had talked to him about like bringing a team together or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Otherwise, have you shown your leadership qualities?
Yeah, I think I have, and yeah.
Okay, if you think you have, then you doing the right shit. You working on the right things.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, I don't want to go into it too much, and you guys are called, but basically the position I play is goalie, so it's kind of like quarterback. You don't just go in, oh, you're gonna go in 5 minutes and you're gonna come back out. It's like you got a starter, and that's the starter you stick with. So
man,
it's kind of more of a.
You play goalie? You a goalie? You a goal? Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Bro, you really got a crucial job. And
it's like quarterback, so that's what I'm saying.
There's no way you shouldn't be showing out, man. You got to get your shit to where you know, because I'm telling you, man, that shit is dope. Hey, you guys. Oh, shit. I think I said, you guys got to give me a minute, man. This dude called me, man. They're going to do something that I can't have them do. You know what? I got to take care of this. And I'm going to have to end this. But we can kick it some more later on. I got to go. Hey, 909, you heard me say I got to go, but what's up?
I think my questions are kind of long. I'll just talk to you now.
No, bro. Hey, what you doing? You're scary. And stop being scary and open your goddamn mouth and talk.
No, fine. I got you. I got you.
No, well, ask your question.
Okay, my first question was, what kept you and your home motivated back when I think you said you went without a hope. You only had one hope for like 2 years or 1 or 2 years?
A year.
So what kept you and her motivated to like really keep going when you were really down?
Hey, bro. See, first and foremost, she is a reflection of me. So the only thing that kept us going was me believing in what I was doing and reflecting what I believed in the conversation I would have with her, because all she believed in was me. So I don't really care about the broad. Not that I don't care about her. Is that I'm saying I don't give a fuck what she thinking, because what she thinking ain't got nothing to do with where we going. What I'm thinking has something to do with where we going. So I got to get her on the same page with me. And once I do that, then the rest is not easy, but it's easier. What's your second question?
Okay. You talk a lot about or you have talked about. You did an interview where I don't remember that. Like some guy was trying to. His sister. You said his sister was like a prostitute, and he grew up hating pimps or something like that. I'm like been searching for that interview, but I can't find it. Like, do you know what that's called or something?
Man, I think I have it, but I gotta find it. I got a whole bunch of interviews in a folder, and if I remember it was a young dude, and oh yeah, that was I think that was in Lancaster. Okay, hey, I'll try to find it for you, bro. Hey man, you sound like one of my students. You sound like one of my students.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm saying is I recognize the scary way you approach conversation. That's why I bust you out at first. This is what you're at Sidewalk University for, to overcome that bullshit. Now we 2 weeks in and you still doing it. What is that telling you?
There's something wrong, and I really need to.
No, it's not telling you that. It's telling you that you're full of shit. And you better quit being full of shit, because you're just gonna waste your fucking money. Period. Nothing's gonna happen unless you make it happen. I'm only telling you what to make happen. You're on the other side of this computer. How the fuck am I gonna be able to just do it for you? I can't. You have to do it yourself, right or wrong.
Right, for sure.
I have seen some assignments you put up, but I ain't seen a lot. Not really much in the audio, you know. So what I'm saying is, either you gonna do it or you not, bro. And I want you to do it. But, hey, listen, no, you don't worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it, because I'm the instructor. I want you to get it. You don't worry about what you don't know, blah, blah, blah. Get what's here for you, man. Quit bullshitting. This time is not standing still. Before you know it, these months are going to be up. So let's make use of it. All right, bro?
I got you.
All right.
Really, can I email you after this about the...
Email me. Hey, you're a student, man. Email me, if you need to, when you need to. Period.
All right, for sure.
All right, man. 716, what's up?
Hey, what's up, bud? What's up, bud? This is Paul.
Paul, what's happening?
Hey, man, I got a question for you, man. I heard you talking about doing things when you was a child. And if you ain't do them when you get older, you're going to be fucked up. So when I was younger, before, of course, before I was with you, I wasn't always like I was now, running around at this bitch, that bitch. But I still had bitches around. It just wasn't me doing it. My sister might hook me up with a chick, or another girl that I hollered at.
What's your fucking question?
So now, my question is, now that I'm going at everything, and back then I used to be a little more like playing hard to get. It's like, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, if you stop lying to your motherfucking self, you might get somewhere. You trying to associate, are you asking that, could it be that when you was younger and trying to play hard to get, do I think that is a better way right now, right or wrong?
Right.
So what I'm saying, bro,
because at the same time, I ain't got no kids. So all that money go to me.
Hey, man, make whatever easier for you to accept. But what I'm saying is this: I already seen through what the fuck you talking about. And fuck no, that bullshit you talking about ain't playing hard to get. Why? Because you wasn't playing hard to get. You just saying that so you can explain why you didn't have no bitches. No, man. You got to be truthful. You wasn't playing hard to get. They were hard to get, which made you hard to get because you couldn't get no bitch. But that ain't today. That ain't today, Paul.
Hey, bud, I ain't had no game.
Paul, I'm not Paul. You knew you didn't have no game when you called in just not back then. So what I'm saying is you the one trying to say you was playing hard to get. I didn't say that.
Yeah, but
How could a nigga that can't catch a bitch? How can a nigga that can't catch a bitch play hard to get?
because another bit, like I said.
Hey,
another
Paul,
bit put me in a little bit.
Paul, did I ask you why or did I ask you how?
Okay, you actually breaking up. What did you say?
I said, how can a nigga that can't catch a bitch play hard to get?
How could a nigga that can't catch a bitch play hard to get?
Yes.
All right. When I was younger.
Stop,
when I was
Paul.
on my
Stop,
feet,
Paul. What I'm saying is that's kind of a rhetorical question. It's not really asking you how. It's saying if you can't catch bitches, because you got to be able to catch like a motherfucker to play hard to get.
Okay. Maybe I'm using the wrong shit, but I didn't even know when my action was. So even if I thought I had action, I would be like, oh, I ain't hollering at her. She be in every other nigga's face type of thing. So that's what I thought was playing hard to get.
That's just an excuse for you to be a punk, man. That's all that shit is, man. Come on, man. Hey, Paul, do you need a refresher course, man? Because you lying to yourself right now.
Hell no, I listen to your course every day. Sometimes I don't even like listening to this because I'm listening to your course.
Hey. Well, listening ain't enough. Period.
Doing it. That's it.
Hey, you got a motherfucking.
Okay,
Hey, you can't goddamn filter what you hearing now that you can listen to it how you want to listen to it. You can't filter it through that bullshit you used to think. And that's what you doing.
You're right.
But that's what you doing.
No, you're right.
So, well, I mean, that don't make no sense, man. It's like, you need a refresher course. You better get at me, man, because you slipping.
Yo, I'm going to call you, man. I want to do a one-on-one call if you got time.
I got time, man. Just holler at me.
All right.
332, what's up with you, bro? $332, you didn't ran away. Okay. 678, what's up?
Hey, bro, how you doing, man? This is Keith. I've been a long time watcher, and I've called in a couple times. But real quick question. So, how do you deal with someone is trying to fast talk you into something that they want you to do? How do you talk to them to where they get what you like? How do you slow them down and get them to see it the way you trying to get it done?
Now, this is me. I ain't telling you to do this. But right in the middle, after I already just said, hey, man, come on, let's talk about it. Let's do it whatever. I made a couple of attempts to do it. I just tell the motherfucker, nah, I don't want to do it. Then the motherfucker going to say, what? He going to say, what? And I'm going to say, man, I don't want to fucking do it, man. You brought it to me for my choice. And my choice is nah. And they going to start asking you why. And then you say, because I can't see what you saying, and all you doing is running me over with what you saying. So shit, as far as what you saying, it don't sound good to me. Then that motherfucker gonna ask you what you think about it. I mean, if he don't do that, he don't really want to do what he talking about doing. And you really should have did what I'm saying do. Because that's how motherfuckers play motherfuckers. They bring some to a motherfucker that's capable of doing it, and they make it sound, irresistible. But it's only irresistible as long as they talking. Because when you start punching holes in it, the motherfucker ain't gonna be able to answer it. So they make sure that you don't really get the time to ask no questions because they think they filling in all the holes, but they're not. That's why you didn't fuck with him.
Mm.
Understand your first thought is your best thought, and your first thought was no.
Mm.
Right or wrong?
You're right. I believe that. I'm starting to see that more and more.
Hey man, the reason you could have been vulnerable is because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in what you think. Because you thought from Jump Street, man, fuck that shit. But of course, since what? Go ahead.
I was just curious, like, what if you need that particular thing? Like, sometimes I run into that with medication because I take medication for different problems. What if you really need it and they're trying to talk you into a higher price? Like, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Like, what if you need it?
Somebody got what you need and they want more money for it and you don't have the money?
Yeah, like they're trying to, like, basically you dealt with somebody in that same situation and they gave it to you for a different price, but they're saying it's more. And they're trying to hurry up and get you to either do it or you don't get it.
Same thing. My thing is this, bro. I smoke weed. You see I smoke weed. And a motherfucker be talking about 150, 175, 125. Which one I'm going to buy? Because they all the same. I'm buying the 125. And what I'm saying, I don't give a fuck. You got something to sell me and you got to talk about it to sell it to me? Man, you in the streets, when we used to buy weed, we pull up on the counter, man, you got the weed? Motherfucker say, yeah, man, here, woo-woo. If we pull up to a motherfucker and I say, you got the weed? The motherfucker say, yeah, man, I got this kind of weed. And he start explaining, we pull off. That's a fucking ripoff. That dude is trying to beat us. Why the fuck you gotta explain what weed do? Fuck that bullshit. That's motherfuckers, in this goddamn business life of today. Motherfuckers don't use common sense. Motherfucker walking up explaining the shit. Man, you better get out of here. So I'm telling you, man, if it's medicine that you need and your source is kind of hanky and it's a really, really good source, now you go to get the medicine from this motherfucker and the motherfucker, for whatever, don't have it, maybe tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. But for a fact, you can spend 20 extra bucks over here. Man, I'll go right over there in a minute. I'm being real. I ain't taking no fucking chances. I ain't playing. Money don't mean that much to me. And $20 or whatever it is mean that much to me. I'm broke anyway. So I'm just being.
I hear you.
Go
I
ahead.
appreciate that a lot, bro.
Hey, I'm just being real with you, man. Go ahead.
I see every day, I see every day how, like, people really be trying to see, what can they talk you into every day. People trying to figure out, like, what can I do to make them try to see it my way? And I was trying to figure out, how can I deal with that?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. 332, what's up? I see you back. I don't want you running away again. What's happening? Barely.
Hold on. Hey, what's up, man? It's Ron Freddy from Brooklyn, man. What's good?
Nothing, man. What's happening with you?
I just want to tell you thank you for the 2 audio books. And I wanted to ask you a question while you tuning in before you clock off, because I think you're about to clock off.
All right, what's up?
In your opinion, what makes the world go round?
What makes the world go round?
Exactly.
Come on, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a really...
Yeah, you don't know?
Nah, I mean, I don't know what you really talking about. What are you saying? What make harmony in the world with people? Are you asking me really and truly what makes the world turn? I don't know what you're asking me, man.
Okay. So I was pulling in with a couple of females, and we came to discover that pussy make the world go round. Do you believe in that?
No. Why couldn't you? Why couldn't you, as a man, say, "Well, man, I think dick make the world go round"? Because the bitch. Hold on. What I'm saying is, the bitch talking about, well, you know, since we had the kids and all that shit, you know, we populate the world. Well, bitch, if it was just bitches in the world would end. Because the bitch can't make you have no motherfucking baby. So what I'm saying is, if it's about that, what makes the world go round is the creator. And without my nut, you can't create shit. So, baby, I'm just saying, man, you got to figure out how to say some shit to make it mean what you want it to mean. That's me.
That's exactly how I broke it down. Like without a man, without a male, without our sperm, ain't shit gonna happen with y'all females out here. So y'all need us. You know, that's why it's called a woman, because you come from the womb of a man. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, check this out. You ain't come from no womb of a man, because a man ain't got no womb. You came from the seed of a man, I'll say that. But what I'm saying is that bitch can turn right around and say, well, what if it was a world of all men? Y'all would die off too. Men can't get each other pregnant. So the fact of the matter is, none of that shit is right. The world gonna go around because people gonna do whatever they do when something happens, whatever it is, good or bad. That's what make the world go around. People living. People doing whatever the fuck they do for whatever reason. That's what makes the world go around. You could like it. I could love it. And the person doing it don't even have to care about it. They just doing it. That's what make the world go around. With us three, we're going to have to figure out whatever the fuck, and we don't have to agree. That's the world. Did that make sense to you?
Bro, Bud, I salute you on that, man. Thank you for your time, man, and your mind, you heard?
All right, brother. I appreciate it. Hey, 678. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, now. Wait a minute. I forgot what the fuck we was talking about. What was he talking about?
We just talking about how people try to talk you into getting
Right. What I'm saying, man, and when I ask you this, I really am asking you this. Do you believe in what you think?
That's a good question.
No, you don't. Stop.
Yeah.
You don't. You don't. You know how I know?
You're right, because I paused.
Not only because you paused, but you said it was a good question. Meaning you don't think about that kind of shit.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see.
Do you see that?
Yeah, because see, I didn't have a right. Wow, that shows I wasn't prepared. Shoot.
I'm just saying, bro. You never know who you're gonna run into. You never know who you're gonna be talking to. That's why you gotta believe what the fuck you say out your mouth. Because the motherfucker can take what you say out your mouth and choke you with it. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I do.
Hey, so this is why you get your questions together and you listen to my fucking shit. So when you feel like asking it, you know I'm gonna run somebody that might not be your cup of tea, but it's gonna be something you can believe. I ain't gonna tell you no bullshit, man. I'm being real with you. I want you to win. I want every motherfucker listening to win. I don't want no ties. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. So what are some signs that you believe what you say? Is it just action?
What is some signs of what?
That you believe what you think. Like you believe yourself. Like what is some, is it action? Is that really the action? a sign that you believe, like you said, do you believe, what you think? And I was just wondering what would be like signs that I do that.
Well, signs that you believe what you think. The biggest sign is if you do what you think, when you think it. If you got to question what you think, if you think I should do this, you say, well, maybe blah, blah, blah. And then whatever hour later you make a decision. Then, you don't believe what you think. Because there's no way if I think it at 3:27 that I ain't gonna be did it at 3:27 in 10 seconds. I ain't thinking twice. Because when you think twice, you doubt yourself. And I have learned your first thought is the best thought. Because that's the only thought that's including everything unadulterated with what you're dealing with. Every other thought after that has been watered down.
Okay.
So we got to make sure we think we got to make sure we think properly. We ain't thinking about killing the police. We ain't thinking about robbing no bank. We ain't thinking about stealing no drugs. We don't think about that kind of shit. Once we sure that we don't think of no harmful shit, we only think about what's good for us, then we can go with what we think. Because I am such a selfish and conceited bastard. I only think about what's good for me. And doing that, saying I only think about what's good for me, is actually including my woman, including people I deal with. Because if I don't deal with them a certain way, then I'm not being me. I gotta be me. So I have to care for them. I have to do for them. I have to all of that. I have to do all that to be me. And that's why I have no qualms at saying I'm a selfish bastard. What, man? Come on.
Can I ask you this? So, this is how I was thinking about it. I kind of feel like a lot of things come at people to kind of to test who they are. Like, a lot of things come against who you think. Like, if you say you're this way, it seems like life tries to, if you say you're this way, you need to prove it. And it seems like a lot of things are coming after what you say you are. Have you ever, seen it kind of that way? Like, your job is to stand on what you say, because that's kind of like the whole process of life. Like, you say you this way, but can you stay that way?
Hey, bro. Bro, that's all I believe. I don't believe nothing else. I'm saying, why would you open your mouth and say something and can't stand up to it? You see, I talk a lot of shit, but the shit I talk is based on what a motherfucker say to me. Because I'm not finna let somebody just say something to me. I'm talking about even somebody that's on the phone talking to me, looking for some whatever. You can't just say anything to me because I ain't gonna believe anything. And when I think that's what you're doing, I'm gonna call you on it. And I'm gonna make your ass admit the truth, because 9 out of 10 times you be fronting. And when you make them admit, just like you said just now, when I forget what I was telling you about, but you said, damn, I wasn't prepared. I said, people don't know when they lying to themselves because they do it so much.
Yeah, because I see sometimes where I have compromised what I thought in order to fit, what other people were telling me is appropriate. And I realized that's still messing with me at the end of the day. Like, that brings more doubt into my life and my thinking when I have to try to change to fit what other people are saying is correct when it's not necessarily the law, you know what?
Well, bro, let me tell you something. You already said you ain't bought none of the products. So what you need to do is get it so you can get this shit in you, because I'm telling you, you sound like you're learning whatever you're learning, but the one thing you really ain't learning is how to believe in you. I can tell you that's what you need to do, and you can say, I'm going to start believing in me. But you ain't going to do it, because if you was going to do it, you would have already did it.
Yeah, I hear you. Man.
I'm just saying, man.
All right, brother.
I'm just saying, and like anybody that's listening, motherfucker got to understand, man. I've been talking to you, bro, and I'm reading you, and I know shit or get off the pot. I know that. And ain't nowhere in the world you can pick my brain and learn what you think you need to learn. You can learn about what you think you need to learn, and you can see the things that you see from talking to me, but they ain't gonna be you because you ain't did none of the shit to put it in you. You just heard it.
Mm.
And you didn't heard all this shit before. I ain't telling you nothing you ain't heard before. I got what you need in order to make it you. So if you want to fuck with me, do it. Other than that, I'm cool, bro. I got a little more to do. Okay, check game. To me, I just want to win the battle that we all face. In that battle in life, I think not money, but in life, do you win because you have a gang of money? You don't win, but it puts you in a good position to win. Well, if you have a gang of money and you aren't fully satisfied with what you're doing, well, no. Yeah, you're not fully satisfied with what you're doing. Would you feel that's winning? You got a gang of money. What I'm saying is we can't eliminate money from this equation. But does it mean money? Does it mean more than your genuine happiness? Now, I remember a brother I grew up with. His name was Tim Williams. Rest in peace. But, he woke up and he changed his name to Malik. We used to call him Big Head Tim. His head was fucking big. But let me tell you something. This brother was the fucking smartest motherfucker in the entire school district. Now, in life, he did all the educational stuff. Higher education and shit. Got big time degrees from Ivy League schools. But in the end, that motherfucker decided that money wasn't his trip. And he moved to one of them Hawaiian islands. And he grew his food and he lived without the constraints of money. Now, what's fucked up is he passed from some shit that, could have been handled if he would have been, let's say here. But my point is this. The smartest motherfucker and the absolute bum think the same fucking way. They want the simplest life possible. They just go about it, in different ways. The early bird catches the worm. The eagle always catches his prey. The cat is the best mousetrap. Real men make real women. Now, I ain't had a fight since I admitted or was anointed as a real man. Because real game will always play past that sucker shit. These are words I live by. I mean, at Sidewalk University, the fucking lowest pay plan. I mean, you'll be able to afford it because it's a plan. What I'm saying is, what have you been doing? I mean, when you fucking deal with Sidewalk University, that's going to be one of the first questions you hear. What have you been doing? Something's different about you. And you're going to inevitably grin to yourself. And you're going to have pride because you doing something. You're doing something about being a Charlie, Beta, or Delta man. You thinking along the terms of Alpha. You think it and you do it. as the dust clears, once again, I have proved ain't no game like real game. Nah. Any old nigga that I pimp with would fucking, talk, play, and they have more game in one of his molds than any one of you cats, one of you techno pimping motherfuckers of this 21st century. All of you gameless dudes, you need to just go sit down. You just need to go sit down. Do you motherfuckers even look at your goddamn sons? Or do you ever even think about your son's future? I know there are many of you motherfuckers who have sons that don't even see their future. Your 2-year-old son will be wearing skirts and panties. Not because they're going to be gay, but because society going to eventually say there's no difference between men and women. And if you are one of those parents who will not accept what society teaches your child, you need to get him prepared now as opposed to later. Because I'm telling you, my dad, may he rest in peace, never worried about that kind of shit when he looked at his boys. Sure, the times was hella different, but above that, my dad could see alpha in all his sons. Back then, it was fuck what you think, fuck how you feel. Because my dad and all the dads back then knew that shit ain't gonna do nothing for you that them motherfucking white people talking about. The only thing it's gonna do is get you left behind. The more you adopt society's thoughts, the farther behind you get. My dad, not once that I can remember, he never told me he loves me. Not me. He never told any of the, well, my sisters. He told my sisters, come here, daughter. Hug my neck. But to the boys, shh. But don't think for 1 second I think he didn't love me. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt my dad loved all 12 of his children. And not one of us needed him to say he loved us. And if we did, oh well. That nigga wasn't saying no shit like that. Now, we all knew 2 + 2 = 4. He and my mother were together until death parted them. Excuse me. And my pops made sure all of his sons had the ability to believe in themselves. Because if you opened your mouth and said something, and my dad asked you, what did you mean? And you said, if you did that, you finna get killed. But if you said, I don't know, you finna get a hell of a whooping. You do that. Boy, you lumping your shoulders. Yeah, I just said I don't know. Nah, boy, you can't up your shoulders at me. But it was crazy. But in the course of him being that way, he would always say something about a man. Just something that you have to live for, or try to live forward to be. And it was always to keep you having nuts hanging because he wanted you. He didn't want more points. I never spoke to my father about women. But kill me if I'm lying. Me and all my brothers are just like him. My Uncle Paul told me one time, he was a minister. He told me I was more like my dad than any of my brothers. Now, I don't think he meant my dad was a pimp. But I do think he meant my dad was the shit in his day. And somehow he managed to give that up to all his sons. Because we all, all my brothers, me, all of us, we had bitches coming up. But when he looked at us growing up, he always smiled. You would see my pop. When we be doing something at the gas station or whatever, he'd be saying, and he do this. What I'm saying is, do you look at your son like that? Do you, man? I'm not asking if he looks like you. I'm asking, do you see a future man in your son? Do you see him taking care of business? And if none of that is obvious yet, are you gonna make sure that when the time comes, when the time is right, you're gonna see a potential man in your son? Because if you don't start talking about the right things to these boys, they're gonna grow up further dependent. And as you probably can tell, I'm anti-dependent. I do not believe you should depend on shit except yourself. So I get these emails talking about getting at women, and on my show there's sometimes be women on it, and they be on the line, and there's plenty of callers. And I invite you to talk to the women because they're just holding on. And each time I've done that, you guys just were so scary. Couldn't even get on the phone and talk. And then the 3 or 4 dudes that did get on the phone and talk asked the same questions. See, at Sidewalk University, I pay women to come on and talk to the group individually. And sometimes I want them to be bitches. Sometimes I want them to be agreeable. Sometimes I want them to mix it up. But what I'm saying is these fools getting some real shit. Real active learning. How to talk to a broad. And guess what? They doing it in front of 20 or 30 motherfuckers. You good scary mother. Oh, I can go up there, too many dudes, they might hear what I'm saying. Man, come on, man. Even after a nigga call you on it, you still won't really speak to women. Man, what's wrong with you motherfuckers? Man, speak to these women, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying you be scared, all the listeners just on the line waiting to call, waiting to ask or waiting to feel comfortable enough to ask. And you don't really see what that's doing to you. It's pitiful what it really is, but what you don't get is you're not going anywhere and catching women if you can't talk to them. You gotta be able to talk to them. I was talking to them for over 75 minutes on this damn show. And I'm showing you how easy it is to just take conversation lightly. But as you be kind of lightly speaking or jovially or whatever words you want to use, you be deadly serious. And not one of the dudes that was listening could muster up the nerve to speak to him live. And the only reason was because they sounded like they had their shit together. Just because you're an alpha man doesn't mean there's not alpha women. So I'm able to handle them. Why can't you? I'm showing you, during the show how easy it is. But alpha women, as you witnessed, can be handled calmly. by a real alpha man. Now, what else do you need? Damn, they gonna dish you if you don't come correct. They just are. But does that frighten you, young boys? Because that's what you act like when you can't talk to a crowd. You heard them saying over and over how they wanted to meet and greet men, not scary little boys whose voice. Now these bros are saying this on the radio. How the weakness in their voice gives them away. And by no means am I vouching for these bros, other than they are definitely strong women, but not in the way, the fucked up way that women think today. Strong in the sense that they know what they want. They take care of their daily personal needs. They take care of these needs themselves. They don't be calling somebody to take care. And they only want a man for what a man and a woman have for each other. They don't want no man to take care of it. No. Sidewalk University is a real school if you want to learn. Now, that's what schools are for, but in most schools, you don't learn shit. You just fucking memorize a whole bunch of shit to get a grade. Now, some of my partners said that they felt my audience would be better suited to kick it with those women if I schooled or taught the audience what to say. I didn't agree. No, I didn't agree. I don't agree because my audience is just as afraid of women as all the other dudes are. And I know I ain't gonna tell them motherfuckers what to say. If they can't come up with what to say, on their own, then they don't need to even be able to talk. Because I know several of my alumni, they'll rise to the occasion if they if they're on the call, just like Paul did. And I'll have a couple of them motherfuckers on if they call. But I really want those of you who have not bought my course to speak up. I want you motherfuckers to man the fuck up, punch and run, so we can talk. I can't express it to you enough. It takes real confidence to do what we do. I never relied on anything except me. That's the entire time I was in the game. You young dudes rely on everything except your own ability to spit it. And I'm telling you, you need my confidence course. You need it now more than ever. You think because you're brave enough to do shit, it means you're confident. No. In most cases, it means you're a fool. Confidence is knowing what you're thinking is the right thing to think for what you're doing each moment. You need to get my fucking course so you can understand, learn how to do the things you want to do. Learn how to make shit your way. The way. Learn how to make your way the way to do shit. Then I can assure you emphatically that you will not be making a mistake by joining these fellows at Sidewalk University. And my difficulty, I'm only, not necessarily difficulty, but I'm only an email or some kind of communication away. Times have changed and so have the methods of communication. Maybe that's why so many of you, only have one woman, because you don't really understand the methods that you should be using. Because the methods you're using are new wave, techno, internet driven until the women go for that. Some of them goddamn go for that kind of bullshit. But they really ain't been born yet. Just get your fucking act together. Just get your fucking act together and see. Because Rosebud, I I feel progress when I kick it with you guys. And it makes me feel good to see and witness the progress. But really, what's the most is when I speak to you and you sound just different. No notification. I don't understand. Why are you not on Steve's The Dean Show? Me and him had problems, fellas. Kicking facts. Donnie Williams talking in circles, same ish over and over. Like, God, I hate this fucking shit. Let me ask you something, Mr. Donnie Williams. And just be honest. Is something wrong with your finger to where you can't hang up and not listen? Because who in the fuck want to hear the same shit over and over? Who in the fuck want to be spoken to when the motherfucker speaking to you talking in circles? Mr. Donnie Williams, I would do better without your attendance. Think about it, man. Because you sound like a bitch now. Don't get mad at me. You sound like one. What about Maroy Jawan? Love her here. P, can I get money with the bitch I had for you guys? MJ and Iverson is what I looked up to. They had bad games, but it's about to come back. Yeah, okay, bro. But I'm talking that time. Dylan chilling. Okay, Dylan. We are still trying to find our purpose. Come on, man. Go ahead. I'm a social worker. Go ahead. But whatever. Salute, but you guys. The thing that makes me happy when I read these things over here is that most of you just be showing me big time love, man. And you know, I'm a conceited fucking bastard. I think I deserve it, but it still brings a smile to my face. So look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm finna go, and I got some things I got to do today that I have to set up for tomorrow. But I ended up doing what I had to do as far as get off, you know, did while I was doing this and dude straight now. But see, that's what happens, man. You be doing so many things, and this dude gave me some shit that I was buying and forgot to get the money. And he hit me. So, you know, he ain't panicking because he know me, but I'm saying I'm panicking. I want to do it and get that shit straight. I'm one motherfucker. But if I get something from you and I said I'm going to give it to you Tuesday, I'll be damned if you don't get it Monday. Because I hate always. Oh, man, I can't sleep. I think I'm a bum. Oh, God, I think crazy. But anyway, I'm out.